Now we're on day 2 of factoring. So if you're labeling notes, this would be as if we were in chapter 5 of the book, section 2, and it's our second day factoring. Up to this point, we've done a couple different types of factoring. The first kind that we talked about was finding a GCF. So that would be one, maybe something like this, 10x to the 4th plus 16x squared plus 4x. And you were just looking for something that all of these had in common. So I look at each term and I notice they all have at least a 2 as a factor and an x as a factor. So we do reverse distributive, bring that out to the front, and then we write inside here what we would multiply times 2x to get this. So 5x to the 3rd plus 8x plus 2. So those were types where we just had a GCF. The second kind that we talked about were ones where it was a trinomial. So maybe something we started fairly easy was something like this, x squared plus 6x plus 9, where there was no number here, just 1. And so on those, they were fairly easy to factor because it went to x, x, and then the two numbers that multiply to give you 9 but add to give you 6 would be 3 and 3. Then we did some more difficult ones, like 6x squared minus 11x plus 4, where we had to just not put x and x here, but we had to decide, was it going to be 1x and 6x, or 2x and 3x? And then we had to think about the factors of this being 1 and 4, or 2 and 2. So we kind of did a guess and check, and we decided more times than not that we would try the numbers that were closer together. So we tried 2x and 3x. I'm going to do the same thing over here, try the numbers closer together just to see if they work first. This gives me 4x. This gives me 6x, which is not 11x. So in this particular case, the 2 and the 2 did not work. So I'm going to go try 1 and 4. So I'm going to cross that off and put a 1 here and a 4 here and retry it. So I'm going to try 2x and 1 and 3x and 4 and see how that works for me. This would be 8x and this would be 3x, which would make 11x, which is what I want. So I would want them to both be negative because I would make a negative 11. So today we're going to talk about the third kind of factoring, and I think you'll like this kind. The third kind is called factor by grouping. So whenever I'm going to go ahead and stop it and make a second video so the videos aren't as long, and I'll come back to this.